So today I'm going to share something that I really like doing. I really enjoy creating graphics and doing graphic design type stuff. And a lot of times when I do those kind of things, people will ask me, how did you do that so fast? So I'm going to show you one of the secrets of how I do graphic design and how I make graphics super quickly, just and an easy way to do it. So one of the first things I'll do, especially if I'm making a graphic like what I have here on my background as my thumbnail, is I will make one main template. So like I have a template of this that has the text because I always use the same font sizes and stuff. It's got a background, it's kind of got the same themes. I just copy the page and then I'll change the writing, change the colors, change the graphics, and that makes it go really fast because it's already the correct size. It already has everything I need. So that's the first trick. The second trick is in Canva, there are thousands of templates. And so I found a template for this one pager I was making as a mind map. And I just went into the template and made the changes I want. So what I'm going to be doing here in a couple of weeks is during our first back to school staff meeting, I have some time to talk about some technology tools. And so I picked 6 tools that most everybody who did my training sessions this summer should have seen. I think the only 2 that I didn't actually talk about were Book Creator and Vocabulary.com. Um, and I just wanted them to have a simple thing that they could look at and like click that has information about each tool so I can talk quickly. Because if I don't have a focused way to stay on task, I can talk forever about tech. And so what I did is I went in, I made a little bubble, made sure I had bubbles for each one, and then I gave a title with a link that I can click and go out to the website. But then I wanted a little 1 or 2 sentence blurb summarizing what that tool does. So that is going to be a pain, in my opinion. Like for me to figure out 2 sentences to write about Book Creator would have taken me a really long time. So here's what I did. I used Gemini, and Gemini is Google's LLM or large language model style chat AI. And what I did is I asked it to write me 2 sentences to summarize what this website does, what Diffit does. I was really skeptical to see if it would work, and it actually did a really good job. It went out to the web crawler, it looked at what Diffit's SEO options were, and it did a really good job showing me or giving me a sentence to talk about it. You can also click on the Google thing and it will go into Google, it'll do a search, and it'll double check your results. So it says, okay, this is green, so that means that's good, that's where that came from. And this is green, which means it's legit and it came from that kind of content came from there. I was pretty happy with this, so I copied and pasted it. Looked pretty good. Now, I did the same for Book Creator. I was pretty happy with Book Creator. I just added a little bit more text. And then I did Freckle. And if you are teaching in any kind of classroom that has a diverse group of kids, oh my gosh, any classroom, Freckle is going to be a really cool option for you. So Freckle provides differentiated content, especially for our tier 2 students who need a little bit of extra support in math and reading. And then it's got some pretty okay content for up through 8th grade science and social studies. So I asked it to do it for Freckle, gave me an okay one. I wasn't really thrilled with this because it talks about pushing you to learn and grow. That felt like it was for students. So I asked it to reword it for teachers. That felt okay again. But again, I'm working with high school teachers, so I really wanted it focused on high school. By the time I asked it to reword it for high school teachers, it did an awesome job talking about differentiating instruction and targeted math and reading practice. So I really liked how that came out. I did the same thing for enlightenme.ai. Turned out really good. It was a little long, so I had it shorten it. And then when I got to vocabulary.com, it did a good job. I liked the way it gave me a summary, but right now, everything literacy is based around the science of reading, and vocabulary is a big piece of that. So I asked it to tie it to the science of reading, and sure enough, it told me exactly how vocabulary.com aligns with the science of reading and how the vocabulary that it teaches and the way it practices vocab fits that. So I was really impressed with how it did. The last one I used was Classroom Screen, and we are going to the CHAMPS model for classroom management. And I asked it to align it to CHAMPS behavior or add components of the CHAMPS behavior system to my summary. And sure enough, not only did it drop in the word CHAMPS or the acronym, it talked about exactly how it links back to that program. So you can also click and modify and have it make it more casual, more professional, longer, shorter, simpler. But I was really happy with that. Being able to use the AI on this, regardless of how people feel about it, save me so much time and so much frustration. So again, I'm just kind of encouraging people try out some of these AI tools because you never know what you'll find and you can save a lot of your time.